Everyday superpower. We talk body language, relationships, game, biology, everything in between. She needs to look up to you. She needs to look up to you. Why do women think tall men are attractive? It's all good. She needs to look up to you. And we're not speaking about the physicality, but we're going to apply it across the realm, right? Why is the triangle, right, with the concentrated, highlighted force of power upon the top so important? Why do we show interest to hierarchies, right? Why is the brain atop of the body? Yes? Why do the chakras lead up to the brain? Why do we look to the heavens and not down below to hell? Yes? She needs to look up to you. She can't look down on you, and she can't be equal to you. Yes, in a political sense, she can be equal. In a spiritual sense, yes, she can be equal because she shares the 50% of our human nature that we need ourselves, and the vice versa. We are 50-50. We are yin and yang in duality, yes, but I'm saying she needs to look up to you in order for you to fulfill the masculine role and purpose that she craves and desires, biologically speaking, in a potential suitor that she has to get on with. Yes, that woman can't look down on you. Because if she looks down on you and then meets a man she looks up to, you're in a bad position. You're in a very bad situation. Yes? Why would, through the eyes of a woman, if I look down on that man because he's pathetic, he can't lead me, he's got no backbone, he is not acting in a masculine manner, maybe down to the fact that he's been influenced that this is a way a man should be, through the media and through the subversion they try to influence you and direct you into taking, right? I mean, why aren't people having kids no more? Why are men becoming effeminate? Why are women being, put into the workforce as a badge of honor, and then by the time it needs, by the time their biological clock is near its end, they start to worry and think, oh shit, I've essentially bypassed the peak of my fertility, and now I'm going to have problems. Why do you think these things are influenced and given to us as your normal people? Think about these things. You need to go against the grain here, and you need to understand that she needs to look up to you. Well, what do I mean by that? I mean, you need to perform a role of authority. In a perfect world, you are that man. Like, we don't need to fake it. This is a situation where you can essentially fake it till you make it, but I'll give you the cold hard truth. You don't want to be faking it for long. You want to establish a presence, a character, an entity of being, of self that is naturally inspiring, motivating, and possesses such substance that she can't help but look up to you. She doesn't want a man who runs out of intellect and knowledge. She's asked you all the questions she needs, and now she starts to ask you more questions, and you just answer in the same way. You're not learning no more. You're sitting and watching football, distracted all day. You're watching, basketball, watching how other men are doing, supporting other men, and not building on your own self. She's not looking up to that because you become equals in intellect when she has learned everything she needs to learn of you and from you. And now she has this desired need, this hypergamous drive to go and find somebody who can provide more and do more. You have to perform as a teacher. You have to perform as a father, i.e. she needs to look up to you because you can protect and provide and you can lead the way. It's a leadership position. She needs to look at you as a leader, full stop, right? Because imagine if you are seen as an equal, then who's running the household? Both of you mutually. Yeah, that might sound good on paper, but biologically speaking, that's not right. It's never been right. It's never been right. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. You've got two separate brains, right? Don't fall for the trap saying that we perceive life in the same way. No, we can be societally engineered to consciously think this way, but our actions will differ because the unconscious and the hard wiring of our entity, of our vessel, is going to take us in a different direction. And we're going to think, why do I not find that person attractive? I should do. I've been told that this sort of person is attractive, but the reality is you're not attracted to that person because they don't showcase the qualities of their sex that is required in order to appeal to your sex. This is some deep game. I mean, at this point, I don't even find it deep. But your general society will disagree and say, no. A man can be a stay-at-home mum and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, most definitely. And power to them. But there's a reason why the statistics are the way they are. Yes? Oh, well, there's a gender pay gap, and why are all men CEOs and all this and that? Why aren't women more aggressive and violent in business? Why don't they just act like men? Why don't men just act like women? I don't know, you tell me. How can we look at animals and compare and contrast the feminine and the masculine, the male and the female, and understand that they act in different manners and provide different qualities to the relationship coming together as a whole, and then we have to be confused on how we act and how we should be? She needs to look up to you. She can't look down on you. The moment she starts looking down on you, the moment she starts perceiving you as lesser because you can't lead no more, you can't provide no more, you aren't strong no more. And I'm not saying this to say you have to fake, because in a perfect situation, you have a character that you have learnt, you have forged in the fire, and you have created of yourself with an understanding of self and an understanding of them, that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you cry in front of them. It doesn't matter if you quit your job and have no income. It does not matter if you act in particular ways that these red pill individuals may tell you that you're going to lose your woman about. Because if you are comfortably and confidently yourself and understand your worth, and she still perceives you of having that worth, and she still looks up to you at the way you handle these situations. Oh, he's an entrepreneur and he's lost a big business deal. Right, that's not a great situation, but she's going to look at you differently if you start breaking down and you start giving up, right? She's going to start thinking, where's my future? Right, this is a problem for me. Or she's going to see you standing adamant in the face of failure, understanding the benefit it is to you that you're going to live and learn and establish a forward drive through this situation where you can establish such momentum that the future is way brighter than any other man she's aware of. She can see that and look up to you still. It's all in here, right? This material possession means nothing. Income, outcome, it's all an energy. But your character is what it is. Yeah, you might not have, been able to create a relationship with this woman without the initial, superficial, materialistic bits and bobs you had, which initially attracted to her, because she couldn't see within the depth of your soul initially. But now she's gotten to know you, and she's assessed you, and she shit-tested the hell out of your boundaries to understand who you are and what your principles are, and who you are as a man and a masculine entity. It doesn't matter what you have no more, because she knows what you're worth, what your value is, what you can provide, what your future is together. Real talk. So, she needs to look up to you. You need to have an unending, consistent fathom of information to provide. You need to teach her, you need to lead her, you need to educate her. You need to find faith in something above and beyond the human experience, the physical reality, the material manifest. Because if you have that driving force behind you and you have a further understanding of the details that reside beyond what the normal individual picks up, she's going to find guidance in you above and beyond this middle ground. She's going to see you as a higher being. She's going to look up to you. Have you seen how these words align? A higher being, a higher force, a hierarchy. She needs to look up to you, not down to you. She needs to look up to you, not across to you. I'll leave that one on that. That's some game. You work out how you do that yourself. I'm not going to give you no strategies. I'm not going to give you no direction or plan, because each and every one is different. No one's going to tell you how to make money, right? Because why would they tell you what's making them successful without some degree of ulterior motive? You have to forge that path yourself and understand that yourself. Game. Click like and subscribe. Peace.